Hello everybody, Ben here from Enginetuner. We've got a treat of a video for you guys today. It features two of my favourite cars. One of them I'm driving now, our Rob's Type R, the 800 horsepower monster. If you've not been following us along on the build of this latest round of work, click here to go check out the Type R Evolution series, where you can see the latest round of upgrades and how we went from 700 horsepower up to 800 horsepower. The main focus for this video is this car's, I suppose you could call it its bigger brother. It's the car this engine originally came from. So for this story, we need to go back in time. I can't quite remember how many years have passed, but it's a good long while. The original owner of the Bug-Eye, the Prodrive one, brought it to us in almost standard configuration, and we tuned it. Then we built him a 2.1, we tuned it again. That wasn't enough, so we built him a 235 and we tuned it again. After some time, that wasn't enough. So he said, what's the next step? So we said, why don't we put this 700 horsepower package in a lighter body? He said, yeah, okay, I quite fancy doing some track days. Why don't we get a classic, put it into a classic? So we had a quick look and we found this two-door, this Type R. So we got both cars side by side in the workshop on the ramps. We stripped them both, and everything from the 700 horsepower WRC Bug-Eye went into this car, the Type R. What a car it is. While all this went on, the Prodrive car sat outside work, parked up. We were a bit unsure what to do with it. We spoke to the customer and he said, well, I don't want it anymore. If anyone wants to buy it, let me know. Some time had passed, and Steve Pryor, who had another Bug-Eye at the time, he had a WRX that he'd spent a fortune on, everything STI converted. So what's happening with that shell outside? So it's for sale if you know anyone interested. He said, I might be interested. I said, oh yeah? He said, yeah, I've always wanted an actual STI rather than my WRX converted one. Steve's car at the time had quite a big body kit on it, had lots of orange bits, it had a real orange and blue theme, and he kind of grew a bit tired of it. So we sat down with him and made a plan, and the plan was to put everything that was inside his Bug-Eye into the Prodrive Bug-Eye. So we did that, changed a couple of bits, put a turbo on it, ejectors, link ECU, gave it a map, and he was happy. There was something that was clawing away from him, and if you've read the article, you probably know what that is. He's always wanted a 235. He's always wanted that pinnacle engine, the best you can do for an Impreza. So he said, could you build me a 235 alongside the car I've got now, so I can keep using the car, and then once it's built, we swap it all over? So we said, of course. So the original plan was 235, we'll reuse his turbo, his injectors, and just have a nice solid foundation, a nice road car. So if in the future he wants a bit more power, he's got a nice healthy base. Now, of course, COVID and everything happened in the meantime, so the 235 build took a bit longer than we originally anticipated. While all this is going on, RCM brought the new RCM Precision 600 Turbo to market. We just had to get our hands on one of them. After doing so many RCM 500 units, we knew that Precision Turbo was a great turbo. So we reached out to Ollie at RCM, and he sorted us out with the first RCM Precision 600. We did have it in mind for another build, but when Steve came up to see the 235 engine, he saw the turbo and got a little bit excited. And as it does, things started to snowball. So we got the RCM Precision 600 turbo, and he said, what next? I said, well, you've gone bigger turbo, you need larger injectors. Okay, let's do some larger injectors. So we sorted that out. Steve brought us the car, and the plan was to fit the turbo and the injectors on the engine, fit it in the car, and return it to him. While we had the car, he said, can you put the battery in the boot? I said, yeah, sure, no problem. He said, can you put the screen wash in the boot? So we said, well, yeah, you've got the factory STI screen wash intercooler spray bottle sat there doing nothing really. So let's use that, let's repurpose that. So we did that. That freed us up some engine bay space, which let us get a bit creative with the pipe work and the breather tank location. Once all this was going on, Steve said, I want this engine bay to be a show winner. I want the pipes black and I want everything bespoke. So of course, we obliged. As you'll see in the video, I think we did a pretty good job with it. Steve's over the moon with it.
Right, so here with Steve. I'm Steve, this is Steve, and we're about to do the reveal of this bug eye.
Jesus, that is amazing.
So the reveal's done, let's take it out for a spin and see what Steve thinks.
Do the drivey bit.
Thank you for joining us on today's episode. Please do us a favour and give us the episode a like and a thumbs up. Please share it with your friends, and if you consider subscribing, we'd really appreciate it. If you'd like to join the team, we are currently looking for a level 3 technician, so if you could reach out to us via any of our social media channels, email or phone, we'd really appreciate hearing from you. This fantastic machine could be built by one of you guys.